All right, we're on page 331, which is part of your homework. It's number 21. And this is a type of question where you're given different bits of information. In this whole section, 7.6, you're concerned with finding equations. They're going to give you information, and you're going to use it and other information that you know to find the equation. Okay? Now, you're given 2 points here. And as Deontay just said, we know a formula for slope based on having 2 points. And the formula for slope is what?
Y2.
Right on the right.
Yeah, Olivia?
Okay, it's y2 minus
Yeah, y2 minus y1.
minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
That's right, exactly right.
2 goes on the
No,
bottom.
no, it's not that 2. It's this 2. See, that would be y squared. I'm glad you made that mistake. The y2 is actually a little 2 just below the y. It indicates it's the second
Minus
coordinate.
y1
y2 minus y1.
over x2 minus x1.
Right. And x2 would be the x coordinate of the second pair. Well, what's the first pair here? Is it this one, Jesse and Coy? Is this the first pair or is that the first pair?
It doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter, but by convention you go left to right. So this is x1, y1. You can put it here, x1, y1, and x2, y2. x1, y1, and x2, y2. And that's convention. You go left to right. So you name the first pair, which is x1, y1, and the second pair, x2, y2. And now you simply have to replace, again, we're substituting. We do a lot of substituting in graphing. And you substitute in for y2 the number -1.
Wait,
And you're going to put in, for y2, you're going to put the number -1, right? You put -1 in for y2. Then it's subtract what? -4, that's right. Subtract -4
over 2,
all over
2
x2, which is 2. Good job. Keep going, Olivia.
minus -2.
Good. There you go. Now, what's really good about this is that it's very clearly laid out. And the reason that's very important is because these negatives get really tricky. Notice that Glenna has done a great job by putting the parentheses there. That's what I've asked you to do over and over again. Create a pocket for yourself and then put the number in the pocket. Look how important that is, because now it's really clear that this -1 minus, there's 3 negatives there. So what do we get for that, Omave?
3.
Yes.
-1 minus -4. What will we get? All right, so go ahead and equals. Again, once more time, Omave.
Yeah, so if you have -1 minus -4, minus -4 is really -1 plus 1
Good.
plus 4, which is 3.
Exactly. Perfect. Good job. So it's 3 over 4. Good job. And that's exactly, well done, Glenna. Well done, Omave. It's exactly what we want here.
Thank
It's
you,
a very
Mr. Day.
clear explanation.
I appreciate your praise.
You're welcome. 3 over 4. Put m equals 3 over 4. Now, again, we're dealing with, we have some information, we've come a long way, but we still don't have an equation. So we've got a lot of things up there. What do we do now with all the information we have? We have this new stuff, and we have our previous stuff. Let's combine them together to create an equation of the line. Ben, let's hear from Ben. What kind of equations of the line do we have to choose from? There are 3 different types of equations, right? There's y equals mx plus b.
There's standard.
There's standard form. And there's one we haven't really talked about. Point slope form. Which one do you think we would use? Standard form? What's that? The only problem with that is we don't have b.
Well, you found out since then.
Yeah, that's true. But what about that other form of the equation that I just mentioned that we haven't done yet? Point slope form. Good. Yeah. All right, we have information. We have what we were given. Jesse, turn around. We have what we found out. And we have 3 different types of equations of the line. We've talked about standard form. We've talked about y-intercept form. And one type of equation we haven't talked about, which is useful now, is point slope form. Does anybody know the formula for point slope form? Anybody know it? Yeah, I know you said it, but do you know it?
No, I don't know it.
Anybody else? Okay, shall I just tell it to you?
Wait.
All right, this one, do you want to say it?
Y minus y1
Yep, y minus y1. So let's, yeah, y minus y1.
equals, no.
Y minus y1 equals, no, yeah, you're going to have to put it a little bit lower. Y minus y1.
One, because it has 1/2.
Y minus y1 equals
1/2.
m.
X minus x.
Huh?
M onto x minus x1. Okay? m, bracket or parentheses, x minus x1. All right, well, look at, this looks a little strange. Just stand aside for a second. So this is called the point, go back to this point slope form of the equation. Now, using this information that we have and this formula, what do? We have the slope, or m, so we can use that 3/4, right? We can put that in there. And now what about our y minus y1? What do we use for that? What, do we have any x1, y1 information here?
Yeah.
What is it?
2 and 2.
Yeah, we have -2 for x1.
And 2.
So all we really need here is the x1 and the y1. So where are we going to get it?
From the information above.
From the information above. So we put it in. So put y minus, here, -4. They come from right here, Jessica.
Yeah, I know.
And then it's y plus 4. Other questions? Y plus 4 equals 3/4 on 2x plus 2. All right, other questions? So we showed you can actually use either point at that point. But just so you keep it clear for yourselves, it's probably easier for you to think x1, y1. Just use your x1 and your y1 here. Plug them in. So Rachel, any questions at all? Do you understand that?
1 minus -4, you get -1 plus 4, and then you do your 3.
Yeah.
Negative.
Put that away.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's great. The numbers are coefficients and the letters are variables.
You're welcome.
So then what would that be? What would that be, Doc? If that's a letter and a coefficient? Now we're really confused here.
A, B, and C are all banana apples.
Okay.
This has been a Banana Apple production. Do your homework, kids.